Hello, strong people. Week 2, day 4 of preparations for the Olympic City Pro-Am out in Colorado Springs, and like the third weekend in March, I think. Today is an event day, as usual, for the day 4 of the week. Heading down to 580 Barbell. We got a little bit of a late start, but that's okay. I worked some overtime this morning, so I try to work 6 to 9 when I do work overtime mornings. That is, I got to work more on the days that I don't go to the gym. But on the days that I do train down at 580 on Saturdays, I'll do not all the time, but I'll try to work 6 to 9 just to get some extra hours. Why not? Can't complain whenever it's, data entry sitting at home. It's a little bit more than that, but you get the point. So typically for going to 580, it's an hour drive almost exactly. So I try to leave at 9 o'clock. But whenever I work till 9, and of course I didn't prep clothes or didn't put everything in my gym bag or whatever before, of course I'm going to be running. Of course I'm going to be running a little bit behind just because I got to take 10, 15 minutes to get that stuff around. But that's okay. 15, 20 minutes late won't hurt me. If anything, it might help me wake up a little bit, just because, nobody likes to wake up at, not nobody. Most people don't want to wake up at 5:45 on a Saturday to work. A lot of people, some people might. I don't know. Maybe you like working. I don't dislike my job at all, but that doesn't mean I want to work at 6 a.m. on a Saturday. Oh. Maybe I should talk about what I'm doing today. I'm going full-on Sam Sulek mode, vlogging in the car. I've been watching a lot of his videos lately, usually during my training sessions. He seems to post them right before I go in there. And I don't have a speaker in my gym right now, so I don't really blast music. And because I record videos, I don't want my stuff getting pulled down because of copyright. So I'll usually just have a YouTube video playing while I'm lifting, and then I'll pause it whenever I go to record the video. So it's kind of nice. It's like listening to a podcast almost. But anyway, what we're doing today is it's our event day. So we have squats first. I believe it's a 3-rep max. Let me check my mic, make sure it's on. Oh, we're good. Squats, 3-rep max, box squat, safety bar, yeah. What else? Pin swing. I don't know the exact order. Then pin swings. Then farmers runs. Actually, I think yoke picks next. Pretty sure yoke pick is what's after pin swings. And then a 15-second farmers run. Whatever, max weight for 15 seconds. And after that, I have sandbag to shoulder. I believe it's to shoulder. That's replacing stones from last week. Stones to me is kind of one of those things that's kind of tough to train weekly. Not always, it depends. You definitely can, and I do a lot of the time. But I think switching up with sandbag in between is okay, because to me sandbag is much harder. I don't know about much harder. To me, the pick on a sandbag is much harder. At least when you get up to that 300-pound sandbag range, where the bags are just so big, it's tough to get a grab on them. But so I'm okay. I'm okay with doing something a little bit different. I am excited to actually push stones though this time, because it's been a while since I've had to push stones. I pushed them a little bit for a competition in March last year, but it wasn't the same. Anyway, I'm trying to think of what else. I knew there was something else I was going to say. Oh, life-changing discovery, which doesn't really matter right this second, but so I watched a TikTok fairly recently, and they were like, if you have a deviated septum, go like this, and they put their fingers in their nostrils and flared the nostrils out, and people were they're acting like crazy, oh wow, I can breathe, and I'm like, I don't understand. So I did it. And apparently I have a deviated septum, because it went from if you've ever tried to breathe through a straw, I know they did I know like in health class, I think they made us do it in high school just to see what like asthma is like, I guess. But it was literally like breathing through a straw and then taking the straw away and then breathing normally. I mean, it was that big of a difference. It was like life-changing difference how much more I could breathe out of my nose. Wow. That was almost catastrophic. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, I moved my, I did that thing with my nostrils and I breathed and I was like, oh my God, that's what you guys, like, that's what normal people breathe like? And ever since then, I've been like, do I talk to my doctor? Like, what do I do? So I found out recently that there were like nasal strips that are supposed to help with that, I guess, for a deviated septum. I was like, yeah, okay, we'll see. So I bought a pack, and wow, they work, and they work well. I couldn't believe it. I put it on. My wife was standing next to me. She's like, well, does it work? And I put it on, and I breathed, and my face just lit up. I was like, oh my God, I can breathe through my nose. Which I can't right now because I don't have one on because I forgot. But, and then, so I kept wearing it last night, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then she opened a bag of snacks or something. I think it was like some Nerds candy. And I was like, oh, I can smell those. I was like freaking out because I could actually smell her candy. Which, I guess I've never really been able to do. I don't know. I never really thought about it that much because I was just so used to not being able to breathe. I don't know. So then I started going around the house and like smelling things. And then I was like, ooh, food's gonna taste a little bit different, which it does. So, I mean, apparently I really have it bad because I couldn't breathe, smell, or taste. Which I know those are all kind of connected in a way because, you know, your tongue and your nose work together, all that fun stuff. But I couldn't believe it. That was like insane. So I wish I was wearing one right now, but I'm not because I forgot. And I should have wore one to bed last night to see if that was different. But once again, I did not, because I went to put a second one on for bed because the first one, I didn't wipe my face off or anything for the first one. So it didn't stick that well, but it stuck well enough. But whenever I went to put on the second one to go to bed, I put it on too low and I went to fix it, and when you pull it off, it just doesn't want to stick again. So I messed that one up, and I didn't want to waste another one, so went without one. Was going to use one this morning, and I forgot, so oh well. But now that I know, it's like depressing to go back to breathing how I normally do, which is not good. Maybe my nose isn't always stuffy and I just can't breathe through because of that. That would, yeah, maybe that's it. I broke my nose in like 4th grade playing basketball. My buddy headbutted me on accident and broke my nose, and I don't think it's been quite the same ever since. Thanks, Andrew. This is like an hour drive down here. Running a little bit behind, but that's okay. Worked 6 to 9, didn't prep anything. So after 9 o'clock hit, I had to rush around, get dressed, and get ready to leave. So that took some time. No big deal though. 15, 20 extra minutes won't hurt me. Actually, I wonder, going to a real gym today. Not that my shed isn't a real gym. To me, it's a real gym. But I wonder how many people actually kept their like New Year's resolution going. Because, I mean, we're 2 weeks in, just about 2 weeks into January. And I can't imagine that too many people have actually kept it this far. I hope my mic didn't ruin itself there. I hope it's still recording. Anyway, it was not. Oh well, we'll make do. But anyway, I was wondering how many like New Year's resolutioners are actually keeping up with their stuff. Because we're 2 weeks in now, and I feel like the 2 week mark where like if you do what you said you're going to do for 2 weeks, I feel like that's a really good start. Like if you made it 2 weeks and you skipped a day at the gym or whatever it might be, I feel like that's a bad sign already. Like I don't know, I've always heard that it's like, 21 days to form a habit or something along those lines. Either way, I think 2 weeks is a pretty good marker for being like, okay, I'm actually going to do this. Or, I don't think I'm going to do this. One or the other, whichever it might be. But obviously, I guess not obviously. I think I made a video about it, and I don't recall having any New Year's resolutions, really, because I don't find the need to wait for a new year to start something new. If I was going to start something new, I would just do it at that point in time. Just because I don't like wasting time. So in my mind, that's kind of how it is. But, like I said in that previous video, if you need New Year's to start your thing up, that's fine. It's a better late than never scenario. If you're just now starting it, awesome. You're starting it, though. That's step one, as long as you stick with it, which I hope people do. Oh, wow. It is cold today and windy. Wind is blowing my car all over the road. Once again, as usual for these days, I'm not going to record a whole lot down here. I'll record my top set on squat, hopefully. Maybe a set of yoke picks. The farmer's run for sure. Maybe not sandbag to shoulder. Pin swings, no, definitely not. I'm not going to record that. We'll see. I don't know. I got nothing else to say. I'm about ready to stop the video, and hopefully hopefully the audio is not messed up, because I saw my my mic flashed red there for a little bit, meaning it wasn't connected. So we'll see. Hopefully not, but if it is, we'll make do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the training footage, and I'll check in with you after the training session. Yeah. Come on. Come on. All right, so I'm finishing up my video from Saturday's training session. I did not record nearly as much as I'd planned to. It went okay. If you're wondering what's on my nose, it's a nasal strip. I'm pretty sure I have a deviated septum, because I've slapped one of these things on and my breathing has improved by like 10 times. So ignore that. It looks stupid, but it's feeling pretty functional. Anyway, squats went well. Not as well as I had hoped. I had a 3-rep max planned, and I only managed to hit 3 at the same weight that I hit 5 for the week before. So whatever it was, I don't know. It just wasn't, I didn't feel as strong on squat. And that happens. I'm not going to freak out about it. It happens. So when I go next week, I just got to be better. And next time I squat will be in here in the shed. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be different in my home turf. It shouldn't matter. The strength should be there either way. So we'll try to hit something better. What else? Yoke picks. They're just boring. Like, nobody wants to see me stand up with a yoke like 20 times or however many reps and sets it was. They were fine. I'm that weird height where it's like if I go 1 pin up, it's too high and the yoke could hit the floor. And if I'm 1 pin down, then it's too low and the pick is too rough. So I don't even know what will be better in that scenario if I'm doing an actual run. I like to think that I'm fairly stable under a yoke, so maybe it would be smart to go higher pick. But I don't know. We'll worry about that later on. Definitely get that figured out. For the, what was it? 50 feet down and back, so 100-foot run farmers, 15-second max. I did 300 pounds per hand. I think I probably could have gone up to 330 maybe, and I don't think I would have slowed down that much, but I don't know. It's tough to say. Grip felt good. Transition was way faster. Of course, it was also 300 pounds, so I didn't feel the need to rush as much if it was like, or sorry, I didn't feel the need to like set my grip as properly as well as I could have if it, because it was only 300 pounds. I didn't feel the need to. If it was like 330, 350, I probably would have taken an extra second just to be sure. But I'm okay with that. And then sandbags to shoulder. They were fine. No big deal. I definitely didn't feel that strong at the end of the workout. I was tired. But that's how event days are. That last thing you got to do is always the toughest because you've already done 3 or 4 other things before it. Whereas on most training days, you have your top exercise, maybe a secondary exercise that's just as hard, and then usually the accessories are just not as strenuous. But event days, it's like everything you do is just like, let's go. But that's all right. So I'm going to close it out there because I still got today's session to do. So it's going to be kind of a disappointing video because there's going to be like a 17-second clip of me running farmers, and that's going to be it. Just because I didn't record anything else. But it is what it is. I'm just, I want to be consistent with the videos, at least give you guys an update on what I did, in case you're curious. If you're not, that's fine too. But either way, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.